Willie Hofmeyer's explosive affidavit must feel like an ugly case of déjà vu for former President Thabo Mbeki.
Court will rise.
Over 6 years ago, Judge Chris Nicholson found that Mbeki and 2 former justice ministers had meddled in the prosecution of Jacob Zuma.
Fellow South Africans,
A few weeks later, Mbeki was recalled as South Africa's president. The appeals court would later overturn Nicholson's judgment and his findings of political conspiracy. Now it's 2015 and prosecution's boss Willie Hofmeyer has effectively revived those claims. He argues that the Mbeki administration improperly interfered in the prosecution not only of Zuma, but also of former police chief Jackie Salibi. What Hofmeyer does not say, however, is that the so-called interference compromised the strength of the case against Zuma in any way.
What it points to is that there was influence or manipulation of the timing of when the charges should be brought, rather than whether there was sufficient evidence to proceed with the prosecution against President Zuma.
Former prosecutor and now DA MP Glynis Breitenbach agrees, but she's also clear on what her party will argue in court.
But timing doesn't detract from the merits. If there is a case that should be prosecuted, then it should be prosecuted. And if the NPA has dirty hands, if they believe they have dirty hands, then the forum to deal with that issue is in fact in court. Let a judge decide.
Zwelinzima Vavi, once one of the most vocal critics of the case against Zuma, has done a 180-degree turn.
We want the courts to make a determination as to whether that's just hogwash or whether indeed there was interference. We want to see the evidence. We want to see the instances, and we want to see whether those are legitimate, and we want to get all of those that are being accused an opportunity to respond to that.
The coming weeks will reveal just who of those accused of political conspiracy by Willie Hofmeyer choose to respond to the claims against them. President Jacob Zuma has until the 15th of April to answer to the DA's application to have the corruption case against him reinstated. Karen Morn, Johannesburg.